I think this probably goes without saying, but you clearly seem to fit in pretty well in your short time here. Are you anxious to be back? Would you hope to be back with this group next year?
Yeah, I'll definitely be. I would hope to be back next year. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's up to the people upstairs. So we'll see what happens.
Was there anything? The Heat have this reputation. Obviously, it's a. They talk about culture. They talk about family. They try to do things the right way. They try to take care of guys as best they can. Was there anything you learned that you didn't know really about this organization and all the the things that kind of attract players to this place?
I mean, everything was pretty much set in stone when I got here. I knew they played hard. I knew everybody worked hard. So when I came here, it was kind of easy just to adjust to that because that's how I play. So just go hard and play hard, and that's what I try to do.
Thanks very much, man. Have a good summer.
Thanks, you too.
Next, we go to Cooper Moorhead.
Cool. Dwayne, excuse me. You obviously joined the team pretty late in the season. You as Spo puts it, he has to feed you with a fire hose with all the information to get you adjusted. What do you think? If you had a full off season with this team and the system they use on both sides of the floor, how much do you think that could help you, take your role to a different level next year?
Yeah, I definitely feel like that could help a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just to be involved. I mean, it still plays. My bad, I'm turning my head around. But it still plays that I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So just to be able to have a full summer working with the team, or preseason working with the team or whatever it may be, like would do numbers.
And then as far as just, they talk about player development a lot, but they also talk about player development with regards to vets who have been in the league for a while. What do you want to add to your game? What do you want to work on?
I mean, everything really. I mean, just making everything more crisp, finishing around the basket. I got the 3-point shot in my game now. So just crisping it up, everything.
Thank you, and have a good offseason.
Thanks, you too.
Next, we go to Ira Winterman.
Never mind, go ahead. What's up, Ira?
Hey, Dwayne. Hey, I want to ask you a question. It seemed there was a point maybe before the season, coming into the season, when the true post big man was viewed as a dinosaur. And then you see a guy like Jonas Valanciunas thriving with Memphis. You see Rudy Gobert the past few years, true big man. Your series against Milwaukee, Brook Lopez seemingly never left the paint defensively. DeAndre Ayton in Phoenix. Do you think people sort of forgot that the big muscle, big hustle kind of man, there's still a place for, and that maybe you're in a better place in the NBA now because those guys and others have opened the eyes to the value of a player with your skill set?
Yeah, I feel like the big man's always been needed in the league. You know what I'm saying? I mean, down the line from the past, we had some great bigs. So, I mean, I feel like the bigs it's not going to go nowhere. Like you need a big presence, whether it's with the skill set of a Jokic, you know what I'm saying, or the defensive presence of a Gobert, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need a big man down there.
And then when you look at the things you do, I mean, it's interesting. People talk to you now, well, you got the 3-point game, so you can change your game. You could be the modern, sort of big man. Do you almost want to sort of look people in the face and you go, well, what about just the tough rebounds and the dirty work? It seems like the dirty work player still has a place. Have people blown that off a little bit, that there is still a game for a guy who's willing to muck it up inside?
Yeah, there's always room for I guess as you call it, the garbage man. You know what I'm saying? It's always room for somebody to come in and do the dirty work, do the hard plays, dive on the floor, make plays for other people. It's always gonna be room for that. Always.
I appreciate it. Good luck.
No doubt.
Next, we go to Shannon Irish with Heat TV.
I report out the big guns.
Hi, Dwayne. How you doing today?
How you doing? I'm all
good,
right.
Thanks. Good. I just wanted to know, a little bit about what you thought about the Heat fans and the support that you received from them this year, whether it was from a distance because they weren't at the games, or packing the house for the last two, and what you felt from the fan base and what you enjoyed most about it.
Oh yeah, Miami got a real good fan base. I know when I was out here before I signed, I had got caught walking to do my cardiac test. Somebody took a picture and it hit Twitter, and Heat Nation got it and went. I was like, man, that was quick. Like I was just trying to go do my cardiac test. But the fans, I love the fans out here, man. They're very, very interactive. They're everywhere. Every time I go out to eat or something like that, somebody there is a Heat fan. So I love Heat fans out here. Heat Nation, as it go by.
And next we'll go to Anthony Chang.
Hey, Dwayne. we didn't see much of you and Bam together. I guess saw for like 8 minutes in that playoff series against Milwaukee. But what do you think about the potential of that combination? And do you think there's room for, you know, you guys to play more minutes together if you're back next season?
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's definitely room for us to play together. I mean, but it takes chemistry time. You know what I'm saying? And once we build that up, figure out where we both should be when we're on the court together, that's something we could definitely look out for the future.
And I know you didn't play with Precious, but just from the time around him, you know, in the month you were here, what were your impressions of him and kind of his potential in this league?
Yeah, I like Precious' game. He's aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like even the games that he played towards the end of the season this year, he was aggressive at the rim. I mean, I know you guys saw the game, the numbers he put up against Detroit, which was a real good game for him. And I mean, I feel like he's got some good potential in this league. I'm looking forward to playing with him.
Thank you, Dwayne.
All right, that's it. Appreciate it.